How will you improve citizen input into city decision-making? Matt Nelson.
I support participatory budgeting. Just like in this room or in a caucus style, we can have participatory budgeting that can involve thousands of residents, that can really take a very close look at the budget and determine what is in the best interest. We can do it caucus style as well, so people can go and combine different needs and priorities. I also support the Alder's role as getting together in issues of safety, getting together a restorative justice plan for the neighborhoods, and making sure that we address issues before they escalate to involve law enforcement. And so some of these things, I think that people are already involved. And I know that there's a lot of people who already care. My experience as a community organizer is that we need to be organized. If we are the choir that we're speaking to, we got to organize the choir. Then the choir has to make very specific, very concrete, very well-informed demands to the city. Thank you.
I will say I agree with Matt.
Do you feel city parking lots are being effectively planned and used? Matt Nelson.
I was told to stand up for what I believe in. I'm more comfortable this way, actually, so I hope you can hear me. I think city parking lots and city parking lots should be reduced, because again, it's about restoring the infrastructure of public transportation, reducing automobiles, reducing congestion, and the city is very far behind. And so first and foremost, it's about improving public transportation. And again, a lot of people will say, oh, that's the county's issue. It's not. It's the city's issue. It is up to the city to stand up and leverage funding to improve services, to improve technology, to reduce the cost, to increase ridership, because again, transportation is an economic issue, it's a safety issue, and I think it's where this city and this district has to go. Thank
you. Where is it appropriate for the city to subsidize development, and what kind of development would merit subsidy? Affordable housing, public parking, commercial streetscape, historic preservation, question mark? Matt Nelson.
Thank you. Not only subsidize, but I think it's about incentivize. You know, the city has to support projects that are in the public interest. Again, when I say that government has to be in the business of serving the people, that's what we have to take that very seriously. And so not only my program calls for incentivizing developers that will not only create affordable housing, but will create permanent affordable housing units. I think some of these other things are incentivizing and subsidizing entities that want to help small business grow, that want to increase job creation and job training and development. And I do think that the resource of our city must be redirected toward these social uplift programs. I do support the city subsidizing public health, subsidizing childcare, subsidizing things that allow us to have our families economically stable.
Many people are still in a quandary about the Downer Avenue master plan. If you had been alderman or alderwoman, how would you have handled the need for revitalization on Downer? Matt Nelson.
And I've been Alder during the Downer deliberations. Again, it goes back to public benefits agreements, public benefits a commitment. I would call them public benefits commitments. And I think that from my understanding is that there was somewhat of a braggadocious, maybe is the word, developer who had a master plan, but didn't necessarily let us all into the master plan. And I think that it is up to the Alder to stand up and to articulate these commitments before they go through, so that we not only know, and again, it's about transparent government, and it's about making sure that development is in the public interest. Look, and the other thing is, like, how much money is going from our tax rolls to these developments? Do we know? And if we did know, would it influence our decision on whether or not to support them? So I support full disclosure of how much tax money is going to these developments before they happen. And let's see, compare it with improving service and see what we can get for our money.
I agree with Matt.
Thanks everyone for being here, and I want to thank my opponents. Again, these are excellent people up here, dedicated to the public interest, dedicated to the public good, and as are you. My experience in the city has been bringing the city to City Hall for justice, for redress, for improved public services, bringing the city to City Hall to protect our green space and farmers markets, bringing the city to City Hall to hold police to a high moral standard of conduct and to promote a professional police force, bringing the city to City Hall to promote and improve public transportation. And I want to say that I've made an impact. And not just me, it's been an organized group of people to make an impact, to actually make concrete changes that improve people's lives. That's why I'm running for Alder, to continue to make those concrete changes that improve all of our lives. I'm also a candidate committed to progressive politics, to a new vision for the city. A candidate that understands that the status quo is not good enough. A candidate that won't accept no for an answer when they say we can't have affordable housing, we can't have health care and child care, we can't have public services, we can't have legal representation for the poor, we can't reclaim our tax dollars for the public interest. Quickly on tax relief, I support working with the state legislature to close loopholes so that those who seek to profit from public wealth can no longer do so. That's real tax relief. Bringing our money back into the city and then creating a democratic and open process that we can spend it together. Again, I hope that you'll join me with the campaign. I hope that we will step together and improve our neighborhoods. I hope that you check out, again, the website, and please engage me in the neighborhood. I'm accessible, I'm around, and I want to hear your opinions and your voice. Thank you.
Thank you. Next to speak, Governor Fuller.